Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at a Rev video called His Twitch program got countless VTubers banned for no reason. Now he's been fired. Okay, so basically what's going on is this Twitch employee got fired and that he whined on social media. And he is the guy responsible for VTubers getting banned off of Twitch for no real fucking reason. Other than the fact that Twitch staff maybe just hates VTubers for whatever reasons. Like they hate VTubers and anime. And they never give the reason why they're banned. Or they give a bullshit reason why they're banned. And yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, let's let Rev explain this situation a bit more. He's way better at explaining stuff like this.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we have a lot to talk about involving Twitch. It's not the usual content creator drama or anything like that, but there's a lot of issues going on with the platform that's really starting to screw over a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
And as usual with Twitch, it seems to be disproportionately affecting VTubers because of course, right? That's the platform where if you show 3 pixels of your model's hip, you're going to get a permaban, but...
Yeah, like, I still can't believe that's a thing. Like, oh, if a VTuber shows their hips, oh, you're banned, but meanwhile, they have hot tub streams that the Twitch staff goons to because... It's like weird. It's like, are they trying to turn Twitch into a cam girl site or something? It's just fucking weird because Twitch, it was always a video game streaming website and stuff like that. And yeah, maybe some variety streaming, but are they trying to make it like, are they just trying to make it a cam girl site with like the hot tub streams and stuff? It's like fucking weird. That's all I'm saying.
If you
can't show hips,
like,
but
I don't know,
this
calls for
this chick on the hot tub stream can show everything.
Your dog live on Twitch, they think that's a-okay. But here's what happened recently, and that led to a discovery that probably led to a lot of people being falsely banned over the years. Twitch has come out and lost a bunch of people because Amazon did a huge round of layoffs. Amazon owns Twitch. And a lot of staff at Twitch have lost their jobs over the past week. And the aim of this is apparently to shift things into AI. They're trying to automate more of their systems. And this is a lot like the situations involving anime and manga localizers where they are losing their jobs to AI translations. And, you know, just like the Twitch staff, nobody feels sorry for these localizers because for
oh wait, he's probably gonna...
Some of the bad actors can't do their job and instead abuse their position to add in quirk chungus Reddit humor or censor things they don't like, or...
I forgot what game it was that got localized. It was a Japanese RPG game and they completely like butchered the dialogue. They like changed it completely. And the guy who was localizing it said, "Oh, I'm a fan of this series." I'm all, if you're really a fan, why couldn't you just keep the fucking translation how it was supposed to be? But yeah, like, it was a Japanese RPG game. I just remember one of the words they replaced in the localized version. What they put the word Riz in one character's dialogue. And meanwhile, in the game, she talks about, I think, the protagonist having charisma or lacking charisma or something, or she lacks charisma. Like in the actual translation, it just says charisma, but they said Riz, and then it's a bunch of stupid slang from the West or something. And then they also one character says something to the protagonist saying, "Oh, I didn't know you, I wasn't sure if you're a man or a woman," or something like that. But they changed it to, "Oh, I just wanted to know your pronouns." And it's fucking weird. Like, they did a bunch of weird changes like that and added stupid dialogue that And then they changed like joke dialogue into, I don't know. What game was that? I just know people modded that game to put back the Japanese voiceovers, and they translated the Japanese dialogue themselves, which offended the localization team. Anyway, sorry. Went on a little side thing right there. Anyway, continuing.
Change the dialogue for their own agenda. So when they lose their job to AI, it's not that people are cheering going, yes, we wanted AI. No, the people are basically saying, I will take an overall poor quality product just as long as the annoying people get to suffer.
Yeah.
It's the truth. And that's how a lot of people are reacting with the Twitch layoffs. Now, this is an individual who got into a lot of trouble, especially over the past 24 hours or so, named Tarfu, who was laid off by Twitch.
This man looks like he would be a Twitch mod, or a Reddit mod, or a Discord mod, looking for his Discord kitten. Does that mean? I don't care.
The other day, after 11 years of working there. Now, this is where it gets interesting. He does a little humble brag here where he says, I was the person who built the entire fraud program at Twitch, and that he was keeping bad actors off of Twitch, and he guesses he did his job too well since they let him go. Now, this is interesting because the fraud program has been used to ban countless content creators over the years, and again, a lot of them being VTubers. And yesterday, Pippa made a video talking about what she has experienced and what she has seen, whether it's indie VTubers getting hit with this fraud program and losing their accounts, and also her experience at FaZe Connect, which is a VTuber agency where she talked about how basically some of her new gen mates were getting like spawn camped.
By the way, I've seen the Pippa clip.
They would create a new account like they're a new talent in the agency, and because they're an agency, they're able to get their accounts verified. So Twitch verifies these fresh accounts, and before they even do their first stream, they're permabanned with this fraud rule.
Like how? They haven't even debuted. How are they getting banned and they haven't debuted? What the fuck are you going on about? Like, are you fucking crazy?
Like I said, literally spawn camping these VTubers, and it happened over and over again.
You know what's also funny is, so FaZe Connect, the company that I work for, okay, we're an established company, right? So this is not...
Oh yeah, look, Mother V3, that's another case.
Not abnormal. We had some of our talents verified, like by Twitch, and had their revenue enabled early on. And even though the accounts were verified by Twitch, several members of FaZe Connect immediately had their accounts banned right after. You know why? Probably because people were buying subscriptions to these accounts that had not yet streamed, that had been verified by Twitch. And they have been banned for fraudulent activity. And we see this happening to other VTuber agencies as well, such as Sucks VTuber agency, their VTuber, Malfina, also getting banned for fraud before she even got to debut. Huh, did you think I was done? Because I have more. Here's Aphrodite getting banned. Aphrodite is part of Mythos, another VTuber agency.
Hey, I remember Mythos. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that one.
So towards the end of the video, she actually gets pretty fiery, but as she should. It's obviously very annoying to see people in your agency having their accounts sniped with the same BS reason that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And also to see other VTubers hit with this. And of course, outside of VTubers, there's traditional streamers who don't use VTuber models who also got hit by this. So when people see the guy who claims to have single-handedly made this program that's affecting so many people, they see him come out and do a little humble brag, people don't like it. And you can see people saying, good riddance, I was banned wrongfully for this fraud, this program you created. And he's down here saying, I'll take things that never happened. So basically...
Yeah, he gets called out by a traditional streamer that was pissed that he got banned in 2022, and this guy's just gaslighting. He's gonna say, "Oh no, you were no." he's like trying to gaslight.
Gaslighting this guy and saying that didn't happen. You're crazy. Yeah, not good. And if you want to reach out for support, well, a lot of people couldn't really do that. Like, not everyone's in an agency, or not everyone is a big content creator can, like, make a big stink about things. And maybe
I have a Twitch account, but I've kind of forgot my login, and I just never cared enough to get my Twitch login back. So I'm just, because I started, when I do that one rare stream, I tend to just stream on YouTube.
force Twitch to do something.
But then
so some people just lost
I also
their
kept
account
hearing stuff about
and never
Twitch
got it
that I
back.
didn't like.
And if you want to see what like Twitch communication looks like, if you can even get into contact, I saw this post from yesterday where another VTuber
I heard of this.
seems to have been suspended on Twitch, and the reason is pretty crazy. They admit in this email that the suspension was due to a mistake on their parts, but skip down a few lines. They then say the strike will remain on your account. So they're saying,
oh, yeah. Oh, apologies. Yeah, we fucked up on our end, but you're going to keep that strike on your account because we fucking hate you because you're a VTuber and we're assholes. Like, we could totally remove it for you, but nah. But remember, it's all our fault. Like, they could totally remove this. This is like some stupid bullshit that they're just being assholes, basically. They're just being assholes. And yeah. Like, and then they got the nerve to put, make sure to stay informed by familiarizing yourself with our terms of service. But, remember, we fucked up. It was on our end. But, you still have that strike. So, fuck you, I guess. Seriously, I always heard Twitch staff was kind of shitty, but damn. Like, this person got a strike and they didn't even do anything wrong. It was their end by mistake. Maybe they got mad that, yeah, we made us stupid, but since you brought this up, we're not gonna... Since you brought this up to us and made us feel stupid, we're keeping this strike on your account. Oh god, this is just...
we falsely suspended you. We're giving your account back, but we're going to keep a strike on your account, even though you did nothing wrong. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
And then this person's talking to customer support, talking to Jose over here, explaining the situation, and you can see Jose's response. I understand that you... basically a keyboard smash. Like, Jose either had a stroke typing this, or Dan Clancy hit him with the shock collar mid-sentence. He's like, dude, you're...
Yeah, Dan Clancy has a... He pushed the shock collar button.
You're about to help out a VTuber, aren't you? Like, we don't do that around here. But anyways, that's what's
I will
going
never
on with
understand
this
why
fraud
Twitch
program
staff
that
hates
continues to be a
VTubers so
very
much.
big menace to a lot of people, including VTubers. Let's shift to another issue that's, once again, really affecting a lot of VTubers. It is view count. This is something that has really gone haywire, where people's view counts do not represent what they're actually hosting, the amount of people.
Yeah, I heard about this. So basically, Twitch's viewership, like a lot of channels' viewers are not showing. Like, it's showing like, it's like their view count is down, but because something they did just marks everything. Okay, so they mark lurkers as bots now. Like, they don't count lurkers as people. And if you don't know what a lurker is on Twitch, they're just people who don't want to talk in chat. They just want to watch this. Sorry, hiccups. They just want to watch the stream and chill, and they usually don't talk in chat, which, I'm gonna be real, I do that often when I do watch like streams of my favorite streamers and VTubers. I tend to usually be quiet and yeah, yeah. On my civilian account, FYI. I still don't know my Twitch account for this channel. I remember my civilian account though. I will probably not be streaming on Twitch anytime soon.
People in their chat, it's way off in a lot of cases. And this really stems back, for context, to back in August, where Twitch came out. Twitch is a platform that is infamous for allowing view botting for years and years and years.
Yeah.
They came out and said enough is enough. We're cracking down on view botting. And the overall viewership of Twitch went down by over 20%. That's how significant this was. And there's funny stories, right? Like there was that one OnlyFans girl who wouldn't even really stream. She would just play a pre-recorded video on loop 24/7, and she would just view bot the heck out of her channel and collect the ad revenue. Her viewership went from 3,000 to 200 overnight. Like completely and utterly exposed. They cooked her with that one. But the issue here is that all this time later, people are noticing that this attempt at cracking down on view botters, it's gone way too far, where it's counting lurkers as view bots, and it's not recording or including them in a view count. And if you don't know what a lurker is, it's someone who just watches a video or a stream. They don't actually like engage by typing comments or anything like that.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to chill. Sometimes you just want to chill and just enjoy the stream. But, you know, I guess now that's not allowed on Twitch. Like, I feel like at some point, like, Twitch might implement something that anyone who doesn't, well, probably not. But yeah, like at some point they just try to implement, anyone who doesn't talk in a stream doesn't count as a person, so their account gets banned. Like, I wouldn't doubt they do something that stupid. Probably won't, because that would be absurd. But, you know, Twitch has been doing a lot of stupid shit. I mean, did you hear about TwitchCon? Oh, fuck. I mean, ugh. Anyway, continuing.
And there was a similar issue on YouTube I talked about that happened right around the time this view botting thing was being cracked down on, where they weren't counting, I guess you could say, lurkers on YouTube. They were only counting engaged viewers, people who were liking, commenting, or subscribing to the video. That's why people like myself were encouraging people to do that, because it always helps. But it was helping people actually have their view counted by YouTube. It seems like that system's gotten better, or maybe people are just more inclined to engage because they want to help out content creators. Who knows? But Twitch has not fixed their issue, where people who are lurking are definitely not being counted. And it's having a pretty enormous effect. Here's an example of another FaZe streamer, Lumi. Her actual account, there's extensions to find how many people are in your chat. She had 2,200, but it was publicly displaying 1,400. Almost
ain't that some
half
shit
of what's actually in there, which is a pretty insane amount. Like, nobody's expecting the system to be perfect and count every single viewer to complete accuracy, but this is really, really off. And here's another example of Rosie.
Hey, I know that VTuber.
281 people. Now, if you don't know what a raid is, it's basically like...
As in, no, I mean, I've watched clips of that VTuber before.
When you're ending your stream, you send your followers over to someone else's stream. But the thing is, you have to actually go out of your way to click accept in order to be a part of this total right here. So the fact that 281 people opted in tells me there's probably a lot more people who didn't. And she had easily over 300 actual viewers.
Damn.
But her view count, 241. Like, it's way off. It's obvious it's not tracking right at all. And here's basically what's happening. Okay, this streamer in a 1-minute clip pretty much proved that they're just not counting lurkers. What she did was she was sitting around 700 live viewers. And she said, guys, I want to check something out here. Basically, lurkers rise up. Wake up right now. Just type something in the chat. Just, I don't care if it's just like a letter. Just say something in the chat. And within the span of about 30 seconds, when they upgraded the view count, it exploded. As you can see right here, it went from around 700 to just shy of 1,000. Almost a 50% increase in a live viewer count. I mean, that's really significant. And we have other people like Megalodon, another VTuber, who's talking about this.
Yeah, I've heard of that VTuber also.
Yeah, it's affecting a lot of people, even very successful indie VTubers as well.
Okay, we get to hear this is probably around the time that people start, lurking a little. They stop chatting as much. 36 minutes in, numbers were climbing, and then my viewer count, the numbers continue climbing for the users. But the viewer count goes down by 200. But the users are still climbing. Some people could say someone's botting me. But they almost match. Right before the Phasmo stream, I think that Victory and I were talking a little bit more. It doesn't make sense. Usually after I start playing a game, my chat dies down. People are lurking. That's completely fine. Please lurk. Please have a good time in any way you see fit during my stream, okay?
Like, they want you to constantly be talking in chat. Otherwise, your view doesn't count.
Phasmo starts, viewer count goes down to 700. Almost a 300 count difference. But the users are still the same. What changed? And what did change was people stopped talking in chat as much. Because
Yeah, if you're playing a game, a lot of times they're, like, engaged in your gameplay. So, yeah, they don't chat a lot. So, like, they set it up to, oh, you want to make sure your view counts? You little bitch. Keep talking in chat. Like, what the fuck? That's fucking... Huh?
started playing Phasmophobia. That's what always happens in my streams. People stop engaging as much whenever I start playing a game. That's okay. What's not okay is the viewer count not reflecting people that are watching the streams. Do you see how insane this statistic is right here? 650 viewers, 1,000 users. How come it was counting here but not here?
Now, one more set of examples I want to show here is this tweet, which went pretty viral. You can see it has like 3 million views, 44,000 likes, where this VTuber, of course, says, "This is why smaller streamers quit, by the way." And this is their number with the extension.
Yeah.
They have 33 with the extension, but the live count from Twitch says 13. Almost 1/3. That's pretty debilitating, okay? That is demoralizing, especially for a smaller streamer. Now, a lot of people are trying to say, like, oh, why do you care about view count so much? Like, who cares? Well, first of all, I think you should care, at least a little bit, as like a feedback tool, right? Like, if you normally stream to 100 people and you try something new, a new game or something, and all of a sudden your view count for that stream's like 20, that tells you, you know, maybe that's not in the best interest of my viewers. Maybe they don't respond well to that game, what have you. Now, with this system, if it's not being accurate, you might get confused on feedback like that. It might not make any sense. And on top of that, I believe in the power of persuasion with numbers. I think there's a lot of people out there, if they see two streams, let's say identical content, they're going to be more likely to click on the one that has more viewers, because in their minds, and this is not true, but it can have some weight, I guess, people figure, oh, if there's a lot of people watching the stream, it must be somewhat entertaining, right? Again, that's not 100% true all the time.
Not always
I think
true.
A lot of people do think like that. So it does impact you there. And also, your view count impacts sponsorships. That is your bargaining chip. How many live viewers you can bring to them as a partner with a sponsor. And the thing here is, it's already cooked to begin with because of view botting. Because view botting was so prevalent on Twitch for so long that advertisers, I guess, got a little spooked. They're not as willing to work with people because, you know, they'd have like Joe Schmo, who's like a guy who looks like he was just created in a lab yesterday, who no one's ever heard of, who's sitting there with 20,000 viewers or view count, but the chat's moving like he's streaming in front of 100. And he can say, oh, I got 20,000 viewers to a sponsor, They give them big bucks to do something, and they get nothing out of it. The sponsor
Jeez.
doesn't get the return on their investment they expected, and then they don't punish just the view botters. They punish everyone, even people with legitimate view counts. They don't know. The advertisers are just going to say, hey, this is what happens when we give X amount to a 20,000 live view count streamer. So you with the legitimate 1,000 view count that might actually produce more, we don't trust you. Like, we're going to give you a much smaller offer, not even work with you. So that's why these things do matter. It does matter, but like I said, there's an extension for this, and you can see another wall of numbers here. I think I feel worse for this person down here, going from 4 to 1. And people like, 4 viewers, oh, who cares? Dude, how many times in your life have you done something like playing a video game where 4 people want to watch you over anything else they could do with their time? I still think that's really cool. Thinking like that will keep you humble. But yeah, it's a very different look to go from 4 to 1.
Yeah,
When
that's
clearly,
kind of.
you're gonna notice when you have a smaller count like that. You're gonna like notice that there's 4 people there most likely. But yeah, that's just rough, and it's really frustrating a lot of people because there's no answers. There's absolutely nothing Twitch will do to help you on this.
Yeah, Twitch
They're
doesn't
picking this,
really
this
care.
road to go down, and for some reason, just like everything else, it appears to me that this is disproportionately affecting VTubers. Because, of course, I mean, that's how everything is on Twitch. They just punish VTubers. They just don't like them for some reason. I don't get it.
Yeah. Twitch just has always had a hate boner for VTubers. We'll never know why. Maybe it's just the Twitch staff are like get offended by everything, or I don't know. I don't think we'll ever find out why they hate VTubers so much. Maybe they just hate anime or something, but then it brings up some VTubers aren't even anime art style. But, you know, we'll never know.
And they
And
use
yes,
the
there are
rule book
VTubers
at
that
them,
aren't
and now they're
even
doing
anime.
this, and it's just a giant mess. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit? If y'all ever consider streaming on Twitch, just have that in consideration. You might actually have more viewers than the thing says you have. Just keep that in mind. Don't get all like, I don't know. Just don't freak out about that. But yeah. I hear a lot of people are already looking for alternatives to go to so like after the whole TwitchCon thing, some people were considering going to another platform like here, YouTube, or like some even strangely were considering Kick of all things, and I'm all, oh god. However, if you're going to be a VTuber on Kick, that's going to be rough. I'm gonna be real. I like the VTuber audience isn't really on Kick. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. There could be VTubers on Kick, but I hear there's not really any. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.